Coach Courtney.
Welcome inside the gymnasium here at Chippewa Valley High School. I'm Brad Fetters for Chippewa Valley Cable Television, getting you set tonight for a varsity volleyball matchup, a battle in the MAC blue between the Lakeview Huskies and our very own Chippewa Valley Big Reds. Chippewa Valley in their home white jerseys, Lakeview clad in gray with white numerals. Nearly set to go, and it will be the Chippewa Valley Big Reds with the very first serve of the game. Anna Marie Kokai, the senior, will have the very first serve. Chippewa Valley coming in with a record of 15-6, 5-2 in MAC Blue play, the very top of the MAC Blue standings. It'll be a free ball here for Chippewa Valley. Outside, hitter drives one to the back. Clean play there for the Huskies. Sent over on two, and they will say inbounds. The very first point of the game will belong to the Big Reds. They lead it 1-0. Kokai, as I mentioned, getting the start here tonight. Maya Rana, the libero, will wear number 2. She, too, is a senior for head coach Chris Hull. Sent to the back line, controlled by Lackey. Sent to the outside, sent across by Solomon. And they will say out of bounds. Point to the Big Reds, so an early 2-0 lead for Chippewa Valley. Kokai continuing to serve, sends over a long one to the back row, controlled by the libero Jensen. Locked up front by number 5 in white, D'Angelo. Sent across, unable to save it. A sprawling effort there by Miley McCutcheon comes up empty. And an early 3-0 lead for the Big Reds. McCutcheon, Lackey, and Koch, the 3 tri-captains for head coach Tom Pfeiffer and Lakeview. Sent to the back row once again, set up by McCutcheon, sent across on the spike by Lakeview. Soft little set shot to the back row. Attacking there, Lakeview, their first point of set number 1. Comes on the outside hit. And we'll get our very first sub of the game as well. As Kylie Pfeiffer, 5'6" junior defensive specialist, comes into the game. Pfeiffer will come in and she will serve immediately. Low line driving serve, sent high up, nearly into the rafters. A little soft toss across. Nope, they're going to say Chippewa Valley with the double hit. So a little bit of an error there along the front lines for the Big Reds. Gives the Huskies the point. Pfeiffer moving over now all the way to the left side of that service line. A little fake up front by Chippewa Valley. Unable to get much on it. And the Huskies will get their third point of the set. So locked up at 3 apiece. Kylie Pfeiffer continues to serve. Pounds the ball into the hardwood a couple times before going up with it. Sends it long over the end line. Point to the Big Reds. They will take over the serve, and they will also sub in their first sub of the game. Emma Dunn, the junior, comes in. And she will replace Jillian Tava, the senior, on the floor. Dunn sends over a hard one to the back row. Whoa, off the top of the net and over. Tough play for Lakeview. Sprawling effort once again by Solomon, but I think that ball just changed enough of a direction off the top tape and allowed the Big Reds to take advantage. 5-3, Chippewa Valley in front. That's dug up, but sent out. That'll be an ace for Chippewa Valley. The home bench liking the effort there on the serve. As they show a little bit of emotion, all your reserve players getting up on their feet. Emma Dunn, another hard servant in the back row. Lakeview trying to set something up here on the attack. They send it to the back row. Set to the outside. Controlled by Lakeview. It'll be a free ball now for the Big Reds. Yep, double hit call against the Huskies. So lots of momentum off the serve of the junior, Emma Dunn. I mentioned Dunn, the first reserve off the bench, dug up by the libero. Controlled by Lakeview, free ball now for the Big Reds. They can't take advantage. one-handed effort there by Doherty. She comes up empty. Huskies will take over. Ellie Jensen, the libero, checks out. It'll be the junior Mackenzie Ross with the serve. She will jump serve it. Send it into the back row. Controlled now by Chippewa Valley. A little bit of depth there. But a nice offensive effort by Reagan Leslie. Substitutions aplenty. Cameron McDonald into the game. Alyssa D'Angelo checks out for Chippewa Valley. 8-4 the advantage for the Big Reds. Outside hit comes. Controlled nicely by Chippewa Valley. They send it to the outside. Reagan Leslie sends it deep into the back row. Controlled by the libero Jensen. Another free ball here for Chippewa Valley. Can they take advantage of it? Sent blocked momentarily, but a point for Chippewa Valley. Cameron McDonald fresh off the bench with the point there for Chippewa Valley. Arana sends it across. Chippewa Valley really having a strong advantage on their serve. A block attempt up front by Lakeview comes up empty. Big 6-point advantage now for Chippewa Valley. Arana sends it to the back row. Dug up, couple Lakeview players come together. Kylie Pfeiffer just had to keep that one alive. Nice job by her. Blocked up in front. Huskies. Oh, Chippewa Valley keeps it alive. But they will say it was hit 4 times offensively by Chippewa Valley. So point over to Lakeview. Nice effort there by Chippewa Valley. Unfortunately for them, they touched it 4 times. Madison Rimkus, high lofting serve, sent to the front lines. Outside hitter comes up, sets it down. Good attack by Chippewa Valley. Chippewa Valley really flexing their muscles now. Delaney Doherty, the junior, spins it, takes a couple steps, fires one across. Be another free ball here for Chippewa Valley. Good set, good attack. And that was touched up front by one of the blockers for the Huskies before it traveled out of bounds, and we'll have a break in the action. Timeout called by Lakeview. They need to talk things over as they will take their first time out of the set. Your Big Reds out in front 12-5. Well, as I mentioned, this is a MAC Blue League contest. Chippewa Valley out in front in the MAC Blue standings by 1 game. They come into play tonight with a 5-2 record. Lakeview right in the midst of things. They come a couple games back with a record of 4-3. Lakeview will need to leapfrog Bournemouth's Tower along with the Port Huron Big Reds if they hope to make any noise within the MAC Blue. But right now it's Chippewa Valley in the driver's seat in MAC Blue play. Control their own destiny. If they win out, obviously they will win a MAC Blue title. So it'll be Delaney Doherty to send things away once again after the timeout. 2 teams back on the floor. Sent to the outside. Koch sends it across. Chippewa Valley, a little bit of miscommunication there offensively, but able to get it over. Sent to the outside again, a little soft serve shot. Kept alive. Diving play for the Big Reds. Sent to the outside once again, tipped up in front. Outside hit, sent down. Whoa, what a play there by Leslie. Reagan Leslie, the freshman, making a world-class play. 8-point advantage now for the Big Reds. Doherty has to start out deep because she has such a big serve. Sent to the outside once again. Not a lot of juice on that shot by Koch. A lot of juice on that one as Cameron McDonald sends it across and down. McDonald wound up and slammed one home to give the Big Reds their 14th point of the night. They lead this first set now 14-5. Some offensive fireworks here in the early goings by Chippewa Valley. Sent in deep there. Osady. And a little bit of a change-up. That one came off the knuckles of Reagan Leslie and out of bounds. Leslie not getting much on that shot. Some serve possession now back over to the Huskies. They trail by 8, 14-6. Chippewa Valley in front. Samantha Koch, we mentioned one of those tri-captains on this roster. 5'8" senior outside hitter. Koch goes down to dig it up. Punched across by McCutcheon. McCutcheon wears that big knee brace on her left leg. She's a setter. She kind of fisted that one over and out of bounds. What an advantage Chris Hull has that he can insert Reagan Leslie into the starting lineup as a freshman. And a tough shot as that one was line drived into the net. A lot of difficulties for Lakeview to kind of dig that one up out of the net. And now the official is going to want to talk things over with Madison Rimkus. Last minute instructions for her. Things going smoothly right now for Chippewa Valley. As you can see, Raleigh scoring up to 25. Best of 5 sets. Need to win 3. Ella Jensen pauses a beat before sending it over. Controlled in the back line by Doherty. She sends it over into her home bench where it's caught there by Chris Hull. So an ace for Ella Jensen, the 5'4" libero. Jensen, a junior. And a quick shot, good idea by Kokai, just unable to get it inbounds. She went over on 2, tried to catch the Huskies off guard, just unfortunately unable to get that shot inbounds. Received well by Leslie, and they're able to tuck it in. Just got that shot inside the end line. 17th point of this first set for Chippewa Valley, as they will sub out their libero, Paige Majorana. It'll be Cameron McDonald now to serve. McDonald, a junior. A service error there by the junior McDonald. First look at Miley McCutcheon. Dug up, going down to 2 knees to save that one. It was Reagan Leslie. Set, sent across. Kokai to the outside, blocked there by Lakeview. 2 Huskies come together on the floor to try to save it. Both come up empty. And the Big Reds get their 18th point. 18-10 their lead. Quick little flat-footed serve sent to the back line. Sent across by the Huskies. Controlled by Chippewa Valley. Sent to the far side of the floor. And out of bounds over the end line. So a little bit of a back and forth volley there. Point to Chippewa Valley once again. Advantage swells up to 9. 19-10, Big Reds in front. And we'll have a service error as that one is sent directly into the net. Tom Pfeiffer, mass substitutions now. Couple of players checking in to the game for Lakeview, including Kylie Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer pounds that ball before serving it. Tough play here for Chippewa Valley. They're just going to get it over, so free ball opportunity for Lakeview. On the attack, the front line. And a shot into the net. Give the point to Mackenzie Ross along that front line. Lakeview trying to claw their way back here in this first set. A little bit of a unique serve where Pfeiffer kind of moves around that back line. That one's tipped at the net, and point to Chippewa Valley. Delaney Doherty, the junior, will get credit for the kill. Emma Dunn getting ready to come in. She will replace Jillian Tava. So Dunn comes in, gets rewarded with the serve. 2012, Big Reds in front, set number 1. So glad you decided to tune us in tonight here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television. Our first look at this Big Red volleyball team. This one's saved by Lakeview, and they just ran out of numbers there. They were able to dig it out of the net, and the Huskies will use their second timeout of the set. As it's becoming crunch time here as they look up at the big board and find themselves trailing by 9. Big Reds in front, 21-12. We mentioned this is our first look at this Chippewa Valley volleyball team. We will get them in action one more time. Took a look at Dakota, Chippewa Valley's district rival. Dakota in front of the MAC Red. They look like a team that's going to go on another long run in postseason play. Be quite the accomplishment for the school district if Dakota's able to capture the MAC Red title and if Chippewa Valley's able to do the same in the MAC Blue. Both teams now have broke their huddles. 6 on the floor for both sides. That'll be Emma Dunn to serve things away here with that 9-point lead. She fires a deep serve. Whoa, kept alive. Sent across by the Huskies. Free ball for Chippewa Valley. They're going to use that front line on the attack, and Lakeview just wasn't able to recover. They got out of position after going after that loose ball, and that really set Chippewa Valley up for that opportunity, and they were able to drive it home. 10-point lead here in the first set. Largest lead of the night for the Big Reds. Dunn into the back row once again. Cleaned up by the libero, Ella Jensen. Sprawling effort kept alive by Chippewa Valley. They have to send it over. They will. Free ball now for the Huskies. Outside hit gets sent to the back line. Cleaned up there by the libero, Mirana. Hard driven shot by the Huskies. Set up to the outside, sent down. Nice play by Leslie, the freshman. She has been fantastic in that outside hitter position. Big Reds in control throughout this first set. Sent up with one hand. Lakeview will hustle back into position. Sent down. Huge strike from the middle of that front line by Doherty. And just like that, we have ourselves a set point. 24-12. Chippewa Valley in front. 1 point away from capturing this first set. Done. And out of bounds. Can't take advantage of the set point situation. Lakeview going to have to figure out whose serve it is, as it looks like it will in fact be Lexi Patu. Nope, she's going to check out, and we'll hand the ball to Mackenzie Ross. So it'll be Ross to serve. Get some service instructions from her head coach, Tom Pfeiffer. Dug up and into the tape. Ball comes flat down to the floor. So give the point to the Huskies there. Marana to the outside. Doherty slams one across. Sent to the back row. Marana. And we're looking towards the middle of that front line. Reagan Leslie on the outside wears 6. And double hit there for the Huskies will do it for set number 1. The Big Reds take it. 25-14. We'll take a quick break here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television. But when we come back, it'll be set number 2.
Last year, 13% of teens surveyed in the U.S. reported that they abuse prescription medication. Many teens get medication to abuse from the medicine cabinet in their home or that of a relative. Help protect your children and grandchildren. Tell them taking prescription medication without a doctor's supervision is dangerous and can lead to death. Tell them marijuana and alcohol use can lead to prescription drug abuse. Lock up all medications. Prescription medication abuse and addiction, never say, not my kid.
Welcome back to Chippewa Valley High School. Brad Fetters for Chippewa Valley Cable Television. Lakeview Huskies will have the serve here in set number 2. Big Reds dominating performance in set number 1, 25-14 your final. Kylie Pfeiffer and double hit for Chippewa Valley will cost them there. Kylie Pfeiffer not getting the start here tonight, but has played a lot of minutes. Kara Cardinelli into the game for Chippewa Valley. She wears 16 in white. Occupy that outside hitter position, and she picks up the point there right on cue. She gets the point, and she'll take a seat on the bench. Quick stay on the floor. That outside hitter position as they'll bring in Emma Dunn. So that's kind of perhaps some defense for offense, knowing Lakeview had the very first serve of that set. They bring in Emma Dunn, who's so good at the service game. Saw her score a ton of points in that first set off the serve, and she picks up the Big Reds' second point here of set number 2. They lead it 2-1, led throughout that first set. Low line driving serve, really handcuffed Kylie Pfeiffer along that back row. Pfeiffer, once again, all kinds of force on that attack, and not much Pfeiffer could do. Big Reds have done a terrific job in the early goings of this match by attacking that back row. Haven't really given Lakeview much of an opportunity to block shots. Too much steam on that serve. So we get a service error in the second point of set number 2 to the Huskies.
And now for Huskies, Irene Osa, Mackenzie Ross to service.
Mackenzie Ross with the jump serve. Marana digs it up. Oh, a little change of direction. Good heads-up play by D'Angelo. Along that front line. Didn't go up with any sort of special hard attack. Just sent one over softly. And she's rewarded with the point. It's going to be a tough play here for Lakeview. They have to get it across. They do just that. Low line driving shot. Outside attack, too much. Pretty effort by Tava on the outside. Nice job of mixing up the attacks here by the Big Reds tonight. Another one of those low line driving serves. And out the call. Just barely. Tough break there, perhaps, for the Huskies. They were trying to tuck that in along the end line. D'Angelo quickly serves one across, a flat-footed serve. That shot sails out of bounds. 7-2, Big Reds with the advantage. Angelo really wastes no time. Quickly gets it across. Attack from the mid of that front line. Dug up by Dunn. Sent across into the net. Oh, good heads-up play. Tava, wasting no time, went up with two hands and sent it across the net. Really, I think, catching the Huskies off guard. And head coach Pfeiffer's going to want to talk things over and get his girls regrouped. Well, looking ahead to the Chippewa Valley schedule, a couple matchups with Lance Cruz loom. They will also go on the road to take on Port Huron. And then have a tough league matchup with Utica Ford. And then we'll take on a couple teams in a tournament play, including Berkeley as well as Croswell Lexington. So that'll be an interesting matchup. It's a couple teams the Big Reds aren't accustomed to seeing. You got Berkeley out of the OAA, Croswell Lexington up near the Port Huron area, Blue Water. Plenty of opportunities to see your Big Reds in action. We'll talk about postseason play as the district pairings were recently announced, so we know where both of these teams will go and who they will play come tournament time. Big blast. A nice effort by libero Ella Jensen for Lakeview. She went down to the floor to try to dig that one up. Unfortunately for her and the Huskies, she comes up empty. So the 9th point of the set for the Big Reds. Lakeview goes to the outside, blocked. Two Big Reds come together. It was Jarvie, number 14, that made the block. Sent to the back row, up front now, and splits a couple Big Red players as both put out their right hands, both unable to make a play. Emma Dunn, the nearest to the ball there. And Lakeview, out of that timeout, will regain the serve. They trail 9-3, second set of action. Rimkus into the net for the serving error. Big Reds with double digits now up on the big board. 10-3 their advantage. Delaney Doherty. We know that jump serve. Big blast. Whoa, not much Lakeview could do there. Madison Rimkus went down to try to dig that one off the floor. Junior Doherty. Big hard blast of a serve. Back-to-back aces as Ella Jensen this time comes up empty. So this is a Big Red offense here tonight that has been scoring in bursts. Been scoring a ton of points off the serve. Doherty looking for 3 straight aces. Can she accomplish it? She can't. But a nice job by her teammate, Anna Maria Kokai, with the point. And once again, the Huskies are gonna have to take a timeout. They trail by double digits, 13-3. Your score right now, Big Reds in front, set number 2 after capturing the first 25-14. Chippewa Valley really has this thing in cruise control. You can see the Big Reds kind of dancing around in this huddle. They are a loose bunch under the guidance of their head coach, Chris Hull. This looks like a team that is enjoying themselves, and why not? They're making things look awfully easy here tonight. That energy is contagious. As they look to capture a MAC Blue title. Got to take care of your home matches. Take care of those. You're well on your way to perhaps a league championship. They are going to have to win some tough games on the road. Huskies break their huddle. Chippewa Valley will do the same. Not much instruction by head coach Chris Hull, and really Why would he? As Chippewa Valley has been dominating through a set and a half of play. Doherty sends it across once again, received well this time by Rimkus. And the Huskies out of that timeout, perhaps they saw something as they quickly get their 4th point. Samantha Koch looks across. And she splits a couple Big Red players. And that'll be an ace there for Koch. It was a hard driving serve. Maybe perhaps some miscommunication between 2 Big Red players. Neither really seemed committed to going after it. So the Huskies pick up their 5th point. This time it's cleanly received by Majorana. Sent down, was it in bounds? Line judge says it was not. The up official asking for clarification. Line judge said nope, out of bounds. Ooh, short serve, not going to get over. So a serving error there by the Huskies. As Koch will check out, substitutions as well for the Big Reds, as they will bring in Cardinelli and Genord. Genord first action here tonight. She will have the serve. Brianna Genord, a lefty, the southpaw, sends it across. And will pick up the point there. Kind of a tough in-between ball that was sent across by Genord. Lakeview struggled to receive it. And Chippewa Valley will have control once again. Sent to the back row. Cleanly received by Jensen. Blocked up front by Chippewa Valley. They'll set it to the middle. Knocking down the libero with the attack. Kept alive by Chippewa Valley. Have to send it across. They will do just that. Free ball now for Lakeview. Can they take advantage? They cannot. Out of bounds. Lead back up to 10. Serve sent right into the middle of the defense. Kind of a no man's land ball. Ella Jensen came up to try to save it. But it'll be an ace for Chippewa Valley. They now lead it 17-6. Terrific job by Genord to come in and really control the serve. Lakeview goes across on 2. Tried the sneak attack. Ella Jensen, another sprawling save. She has been really good in that back line at the libero position. Slammed across by Cardinelli and out of bounds.
Mackenzie Ross in for the Huskies. Now serving is Ella Jensen.
So Jensen getting an opportunity now to serve things away. 2 different colored shoelaces. Rocking the pink laces on her right foot, bright blue on her left. That's quite the fashion statement.
Alyssa D'Angelo in for the Big Reds. Paige Marana will be serving.
Majorana, accustomed to calling her name in basketball as well. She quickly slaps one across. Sent to the outside. Free ball now for Chippewa Valley. Set to the middle. Fired into the back row. Handcuffed. Burgett. Not what she could do with that hard shot. Majorana surveys the defense. Gives the ball a couple more slaps before sending it across. Deep into the back row. And unable to do anything offensively. McCutcheon went running after it. That far side, nearly crashed into her visitor's bench. Majorana wasted no time, gets the ball back. And I think she really caught the Huskies off guard there. She kind of changed up her pace. The previous serve, she slapped the ball 3 or 4 times. Now she's going to go right back to that quick serve. Gamesmanship, perhaps, as this one gets sent up high into the sky. And Huskies with the point. We got a rotation here as the Huskies will bring on a fresh player. Ava Conflitti checks out. McCutcheon on the serve now. And Chippewa Valley going to do their best just to keep that ball alive. Sent into the back row. Sent over by Chippewa Valley. McCutcheon and unable to get much on that shot. Tessa Reedy, senior outside hitter, getting some play here in the second set. 22-8, the advantage for the Big Reds. Low line driving serve, received along the back line. To the outside, too much power on that shot. So once again will sail out of bounds. 23-8, Big Reds in front. Looking for the 2-0 advantage. Middle. And Lakeview believes that might have been touched. And neither official is going to agree, so Chippewa Valley will retain the serve. Set point. This has been a commanding effort as we get a service error. That one is sent into the net. Huskies will bring in 2. 11 and 12, Pfeiffer and Koch into the game, and it'll be Pfeiffer to serve. Kind of been the name of her game here tonight. She has been a service ace tonight for Lakeview. Sent across on the bump, and it will be a double hit there for the Huskies, as Chippewa Valley will take set number 2. Your final score, 25-9. They are in control. They lead it 2-0. We'll take another break here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television.
Let's clear the smoke about marijuana. Marijuana and teens, what research tells us.
Did you know that marijuana can negatively affect a teen's ability to learn?
A teen who uses is 4 times more likely to report D grades.
A teen that uses marijuana is 2 times more likely to drop out of school.
Marijuana is not safe.
Marijuana is not safe for our kids. Mobilizing Michigan, protecting our kids from marijuana.
Welcome back to the Valley, Chippewa Valley. Big Reds taking the first 2 sets of the night, 25-14, 25-9. As I mentioned, this is a best of 5 sets, have to win 3. Leah Williams, high arcing serve. Marana saves it. Williams bumps it to the front line. Spiked across by the outside hitter Cardinelli, and point to the Big Reds. And Coach Chris Hull going to work some of his bench players into action here in this 3rd set. Williams once again, lots of loft under that serve, allows the Huskies to set up well. They go on the attack and jam one down. The 2 teams trade points off of the serve of Williams. 1-1 our score. Kylie Pfeiffer. Marana to Williams. Sent over one-handed by Chippewa Valley. Lakeview, can they take advantage? Marana to the outside. Sent over by Jarvie. And they'll say Husky point. So Lakeview in front 2-1, one of their first leads of the night. Blocked by Lakeview. So the Huskies showing some energy here in set number 3. As they begin that uphill climb to get themselves back into this match. Pfeiffer, short serve. Williams up front, sent over by Bile, and point to Chippewa Valley. Bile and Williams getting some play here in set number 3. Huskies still in front 3-2, tipped in the front line. Opportunity from the outside for Chippewa Valley. Lakeview has to send this one across. They will do just that. Williams digs it up. Free ball now for Lakeview. They go to the far side. Majorana from the libero position. We got ourselves a good, solid volley. Jousting for it at the net. Lakeview, tough ball here for Chippewa Valley. Good heads-up play to keep that one alive by Leslie. Back and forth we go. Blocked up in front, and the best point of the night belongs to Chippewa Valley. Two teams went back and forth, longest volley of the night, and the point eventually goes to the home team. And this one will go out of bounds. And look at that bench erupt. They start dancing. This is a fun group of girls here at Chippewa Valley, having some fun. Why not? 2 sets to none lead, and now have recaptured the lead, and right on cue, the Huskies draw back even here in set number 3, 4-4.
Mackenzie Ross in for the Huskies and Brianna Genord in for the Reds.
It'll be the libero, Ella Jensen, to fire one away. She takes her time. It's up the big right hand, sends it across. Received by her libero counterpart, Majorana. Ace there for Jensen. Lakeview back in front by a point. 5-4 the advantage here in set number 3. Just haven't been able to string many points together. They've been able to pick up 1 or 2, but haven't been able to rattle off 5 or 6 points like the Big Reds have been able to do here tonight. And really, for Chippewa Valley, it has begun with their serve. They have been outstanding in the service game. Jensen looking for her 3rd straight point. Big outside hit, blocked, out of bounds. Unable to do much there on the Leslie attack.
Cam McDonald in for the Big Reds.
Chippewa Valley brings in Cameron McDonald. She'll take the spot of Sophia Bile. Blocked up front. Lots of size up there now with Leslie and McDonald. McDonald's kind of taking that middle spot. And Coach Chris Hall has Leslie and Fosinski on the outsides. Majorana, Genord, and Williams on the back line. So that's your 6 on the floor. We get another ace by Majorana. Apparently that's a little bit of an ace dance from the bench as they all get up in unison and kind of pump their hands up in the air. And we'll get a 4 hit there for Lakeview. Majorana, big smile on her face. Goes back to that quick serve. Pushed across by the Huskies. Majorana goes back. This will be a free ball now for Lakeview. Set to the outside. Partially blocked by Chippewa Valley. We mentioned big size advantage right now up front as that ball gets sent into the net. And don't look now. The Big Reds have opened up this 3rd set. They lead it now 9-6. Huskies who were in front, and there we get a Majorana ace. And there's the ace dance. Nice job by our Chippewa Valley cable television crew, picking up the sights and sounds here tonight from the Valley. So So glad we can bring you some volleyball action this fall. As I mentioned, we'll have another Chippewa Valley Cable television broadcast of this Big Red volleyball squad later on in the season. If you've missed any portion of tonight's game, the best way to catch us is on YouTube. Search Chippewa Valley Cable Sports, subscribe to the channel, get notifications directly in your email when all of our programming is available to you. We get a timeout on the floor called by Lakeview. Some important football games still remain. All of our programming obviously available to you on that YouTube channel on demand. All of our previous broadcasts are available to you as well. I guess it's not too early to start looking ahead perhaps to the winter. Man, boys and girls basketball coverage all winter long as well, right here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television. Well, we mentioned district play. And for our Chippewa Valley Big Reds, they are going to go to district number 27. That will be hosted by Sterling Heights Stevenson. It'll have the Titans, it'll have our Big Reds, along with the Dakota Cougars. 4-2, the Falcons will be there along with both Lance Cruz schools, the Lancers and the Crusaders. So an absolutely loaded district. Got a bunch of rivals in that district. Stevenson and Ford, both Utica schools. Chippewa Valley and Dakota, obviously our Chippewa Valley district schools. And then Lance Cruz and Lance Cruz North, both bitter rivals. So that one is a very interesting district. We'll be interested to see how that one will play out. Majorana just controls this serve. She has been fabulous here tonight. Another ace. As for Lakeview, they're going to be in district number 23. It'll have both Grosse Pointe schools. The Norsemen from Grosse Pointe North will host. Get the Blue Devils from Grosse Pointe South. A little bit of an interesting wrinkle to this district. Along with Grosse Pointe South and North and Lakeview, you'll have Hamtramck as well as Harper Woods. So that'll be District 23, the district that Lakeview will play out of. Don't know the pairings quite yet, don't know the bracket, but at least we now know who makes up each of those districts. 15-7. Chippewa Valley in front. Huskies have to send this one over. They do just that. Cleaned up there by the Big Reds. A little bit of a ball fake by Chippewa Valley. Doesn't fool Lakeview. So it gets sent to the outside. Sent over by Koch. Controlled here by the Big Reds. Blocked up front by Lakeview. Jousting at the tape. And point to Lakeview.
Emma Dunn for the Big Reds.
So it was that big battle up front and eventually gets won by the Huskies. They trail by 6. They own the serve. Samantha Koch, captain and outside hitter for head coach Tom Pfeiffer. Big blast. Knocked down the Lakeview player. And Lakeview says anything you can do, we can do better. As they get a little bit of a revenge there. Big blast of their own. And that one gets sent home. And the Huskies pick up their 10th point of set number 3. Still trailing, 15-10 our score. Chippewa Valley in front. Majorana controls that serve. Sent over by Leslie. Sent up high into the air. Dug up, nope. And we got a violation by Lakeview. So serve back over to Chippewa Valley. A couple substitutions for Chippewa Valley. Denor checks out. And he gets sent to the back line. Lakeview unable to play it. Another ace for Chippewa Valley. Can't stress this enough, how good their serve game has been here tonight. Lakeview just unable to get much going offensively because they've been on the defense of the serve seemingly all night long. Williams sends one over, catches the Huskies off guard. Behind the head shot, goes over the end line. The Big Reds enjoying a very comfortable 8-10 lead. Reagan Leslie sends it to the back row, another ace. Boy, oh boy, the aces beginning to pile up. The bench mob on that far side getting in some extra work on those dance moves here tonight. It has been the story of this match. Leslie once again, clean receive this time by Jensen the libero. Sent to the back line, Williams goes back and gets it. Tough play there by the Huskies as they go up and over the tape. Another overhead shot. Sent to the outside, put down. Nice, Cardinelli. Ella Jensen tried to save it. Just too much steam on the right-hand shot of Cardinelli. And jousting once again. Advantage Chippewa Valley. And this one is in, point to Lakeview. Huskies gonna have to scratch and claw their way back. They trail 2-0. Trail in this third set now, 19-11. Gonna have to score some points in bunches. Cardinelli sends it across, just in front of the end line. Played there by Lakeview. They go cross court with it. Cardinelli's able to save it. And Chippewa Valley, majority of their players were near side. Lakeview sent it far side. They picked a corner and they picked it well. And they're able to pick up their 12th point of the set. And the Big Reds out of position, were able to take advantage of it. Williams, short set, fired down, but out of bounds. Good idea by McDonald. And she was trying to sneak that one in front of the end line, just couldn't get it in. And point over to Lakeview. They're within 6. They trail 19-13. Coach Pfeiffer just going to let his girls play on here, not going to bother to take a timeout on the offense. Williams, pretty play. Double hit, however. Williams tried to sneak one across, but they're going to get Chippewa Valley for a double hit. So this is what the Huskies needed. They needed to rattle off a bunch of points in a row. They're within 5. Williams sends it to the outside. Going down to make the one-handed play, and oh, really nice effort by McCutcheon. She just used one hand to get it across the net. And just like that, our score now 19-14. So don't look now, but Lakeview within striking distance. And an ace, 19-15. Head coach Chris Hull, hand on hip. And he's not going to take a timeout. He's going to let this one play out. Williams over to the outside. Sent across. Lakeview on the attack now. And a good block up front. Leah Williams and Cameron McDonald, and now we'll get a sub. Sophia Bile into the game for Chippewa Valley. So the Big Reds stop the bleeding. They're up 5 here in set number 3. It's the closest the Huskies have been all night. They have to have everything go their way in hopes of coming back here tonight. Bump to the front row. Outside hit of Cardinelli gets blocked, but out of bounds. Big Reds starting to feel it. They know They're within shouting distance of the finish line. Serve will stay with Cameron McDonald. She glares down at the ball, sends it up high, sends it across. Tough spinning shot, controlled by Chippewa Valley. They have to go on 3. They'll get it over. Free ball now for Lakeview. Opportunity for Chippewa Valley. They go on 2, however. Williams has been good at that, trying to sneak them across. And this one unsavable by McCutcheon. Double deuces for Chippewa Valley, 22-15 their lead. McDonald looks over at her home bench. Takes one step out before coming down the line. Front row attack. Dug up by Dunn. Dunn with the dig of the game, perhaps. Dunn goes to the front line. Outside, Cardinelli didn't get a lot on it.
Also with the block. Naomi Solomon in for the Huskies.
Cardinelli wound up. He's going for the big play and might have swung just a little bit too hard. Missed contact there, so point to Lakeview. And Williams again. That's been her MO. She likes to try to get that ball over on 2. This time she'll set. Blocked up front by the Huskies. Can they control it? They send it over right in the middle of that defensive formation. And out of bounds.
Millie McCutcheon serving for Huskies.
Huskies had a brief lead in this third set. Have been within 5 points late in this set. And that's where they will be after that point for the Huskies. 23-18 our score. Chippewa Valley 2 points away from straight set victory here tonight. That'll be a big win, as I mentioned, within the MAC Blue. Chippewa Valley in front of the MAC Red standings. And we get a service error there. Point to the Big Reds, and they now are in match point. They can put the finishing touches on it here tonight and wrap this game up with the next point. Aaliyah Williams, that high arcing serve. Tapped across by Lakeview. Williams goes after it. And into the net it goes, and that will do it. The final point of the night belongs to the Big Reds, and they win it in dominating fashion here tonight. Our final scores, 25-14, 25-9, 25-18 the score here in the final set as Chippewa Valley takes it in straight sets. 3-0 our score. Well, that'll do it tonight from the Valley. For our entire hardworking Chippewa Valley cable television crew, I'm Brad Fetters saying goodnight one final time.